Today, I'm very proud to announce that our government is committing over $40 million from the Building Safer Communities Fund to stop violence across Quebec, and specifically gun violence.
The federal government announces millions of dollars for Quebec to tackle the root causes of gun and gang violence, but few details so far on exactly where the money will go.
We all know that we cannot arrest our way out of the problems that are in our streets and in our communities. And that's why, in addition to all of the work I've just highlighted, we're zeroing in on the root causes of gun violence.
The money comes from the $250 million Building Safer Communities Fund, and Quebec will decide on how it's spent. But the money's usefulness will depend on what it's spent on.
The devil's in the details, and I found that it wasn't clear to me as to where the monies were going to be going.
Alain Babineau says any initiatives must have the support of people in communities at risk of gun violence, those best positioned to stop people at risk of falling into crime.
Now, these folks are working on the ground with those youth at risk. Okay, some of them have 1 foot into the gang activities and 1 foot into the main street, and say, how do we prevent them from getting both feet in that environment? So that's going to be a key.
The federal government has prioritized eradication of gun violence, introducing a mandatory gun buyback program and a ban on handgun sales. Babineau says that's not incompatible with community work, but this work has needed help for some time.
Prevention is the key. And those groups, like, for example, POSE and Rivière des Prairies team, they've been asking for this kind of funding for years. For years, those folks are they've got workers, social workers on the street that are being paid minimum wage, and that are working 7 days a week in some cases, and those folks, it's a calling and it's not a profession for them.
In Ottawa, Xiaoli Li, City News.